What's up everybody, once again my name is Matt and welcome back to Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles X. In the last episode we finished up chapter 5, saved the Manon and found out we're all robots and that we're gonna die soon. Isn't that just lovely? In this episode, well, we're gonna try and forget about that and take on some normal quests. We're actually gonna finish up the one we picked up in chapter 5, but didn't really have the materials to finish. Now we do have those materials because I went off screen in between episodes to gather them, and we can just finish this up and then take on some other quests. So that's pretty much how I'm going to handle all my collection-based side quests. Like, I'll go and tell you where the materials are, like the silvery cactus resin or whatever it was that we were missing can actually be found in this area, so just walk around, pick up the blue item orbs, and eventually you'll get what you need. And that's pretty much how I'm going to do all the collection-based side questing. Like, I'll tell you where to go to find the items, then just collect them off screen to save ourselves some time. Alright, so let's talk to May and finish this up. Matt, huge discovery. I was walking around the area a little while ago, and I found some Dobobora broccoli. That stuff is super rare. A lot of curators strike out looking for it, and I just stumbled onto it at random. This assignment's still a disaster, but at least now I get to feel like I'm contributing something to the cause. Neat. Okay, so we can praise her and be nice about it, I guess, or we can remind her and be kinda rude and tell her that her skull is still busted, so let's be nice and praise her. Heh, thanks. Not that it means much if I can't get this Skell fixed and haul myself back to New LA in one piece. So, any luck finding those materials? Well, guess what? I got your stuff right here for you. Wow, these are perfect. I can get to work fixing my ride now. It's an experimental model. My Skell, I mean. Just happened to luck into a great deal on it. Normally, it'd be way more than someone like me could afford, or deserve. But yeah, still really glad I can at least start fixing her up now. So I guess all that's left to do is reward you. Actually, here. I don't have enough money to thank you properly, but you can have this Dobobora broccoli. No, really, I want you to have it. I only found it by dumb luck, and I'm sure someone like you can make better use of it anyway. Alright, so there we go, mission complete, and we got some broccoli! Heck yeah! But yeah, I think I can manage from here. You can finally get back to whatever job of yours I've been interrupting. I'm really sorry for taking up so much of your time. Thanks for everything. No problem. Let's see, so we can worry, or we can, like, show support. So, let's go with support, because again, I don't want to be mean. Wow, that's new. I've never really had anyone say something like that to me before. I'll do my best. I mean that. Still probably won't get as much gen as a proper team would, but I'll do everything I can to contribute as a blade. Take care now, and if we meet again somewhere, I hope we can maybe talk some more. Until then, I hope all your searches are fruitful. Aw, well, thanks a lot, May. Alright, so now that that is done, let's travel back to New LA and go to the Blade Concourse, because I'm pretty sure our blade level has increased, so we can level up, like, our mechanical skill one more time, and I kinda want to do that. Let me just, like, double check, though. Yeah, level 4, so we're good. Let's just talk to good old Eleonora and level up.
Your blade level's gone up.
Your blade level has risen, Matt. Congratulations. Your newest bonus is right here. Oh boy, what is it? Colors! Holy moly! I've always wanted colors. It's a new set of color variations. Now you can beautifully coordinate the color of your walls and ceilings from one of 18 new variations. Now, on to your bonus field skill.
What do you want to improve?
Alright, so again, we're just going to level up mechanical. So there we go. Now we're all the way up to level 4. Pretty dang sweet. Okay, now that that is done, I guess we can go around New LA and start picking up some more normal missions. One thing I do have to say is, I really dislike, like, reading fictional item names in this game because I always feel like I'm mispronouncing them, so forgive me if, like, my pronunciation is, like, completely off. Like, I am trying my best, but, yeah, pronunciation has never been something that I'm strong at. Also, now that we have, like, level 4 mechanical, I'm pretty sure we can open this thing up. So, let's see what's inside it then. Alright, 200 experience, 40,000 credits, and a mining probe G2. Alright, that is actually pretty spectacular. So now that we got that, let's go and talk to this man over here and get ourselves another normal mission, shall we? Hello. Welcome to the universally renowned, candid, incredible House of Fine Wares, okay? I've been pondering how we can better serve our human clientele, you see. Director General Chawson suggested the quickest route to an amicable integration of our peoples was through mutually beneficial business, didn't he? So I've decided to share the technology we Manon people pride ourselves on with everyone, yes? And to share it at an honest price, perhaps. Come to us for all your needs, from paper napkins to interstellar generation ships. Alright? Everything is in stock here at Candid Incredible. Or at least that's what I was hoping to offer clients, yes? Because it just sounds insanely profitable, doesn't it? But this running a business stuff is hard, right? It's just been one obstacle after the next. But now that you've come along, I think my luck might be turning around, yes? So may I ask a favor? First, I'd like you to take a look at something on our ship, okay? It won't take much of your time, and I promise it will maybe be worth the trouble. Alright, well I totally want to go to the Manon ship, so let's do it. Then we have a deal, yes? Many thanks. I can tell that you'll be an excellent customer, won't you? And I promise to treat you with respect and integrity, so come spend all your money at Candid Incredible, House of Fine Wares, okay? Sure man, why not? Now that that's resolved, I must be on my way, okay? I'll explain things in more detail when we next speak, alright? Oh, and over there you'll see the super amazing warp device Candid Incredible installed, yes? It takes you directly to the Manon ship, so fast, no speedy, convenient? Anyway, I'll be waiting for you there, okay? Alright then. And yeah, the teleporter he's talking about is this thing right over here. And, don't worry if you missed that, because I spent like 20 minutes looking for a way to get to the Manon ship before I realized this thing was here. And the only reason I realized that that thing was even there was because I gave up trying to figure out how to get on this thing. And, I asked one of my friends for help. And even then, it still took me like a couple of minutes just to find that thing. So think they probably should have put it in like a better, more obvious spot, or you know, maybe put like a giant sign or arrow to it or something, because was not that easy to find. Although I'm also not the smartest person ever, so that could also be why it took me forever to get up here. Anyways, so let's talk to this guy one more time. Welcome to the Manon ship. We think you'll join the rest of space in agreeing it offers the very finest of amenities, maybe? How did you like the ride here? Our warp device packs a kick, yes? That's classic Manon technology there. From either to warp drives, we have it all, don't we? But maybe I should continue from where I left off earlier. During the times it took to move here after establishing our present friendship with your people, we Manon created a number of items to sell, you see? They're based on thorough market research and guaranteed to hit the human spot. Or that was the plan, right? However, the culture barrier is harder to overcome than we thought. While the technology involved is particularly primitive, we're having an incredibly difficult time actually coming up with everyday products. From washing things in diluted chemicals to slathering paint on your faces, your human needs are... well, they're incredibly strange, aren't they? Inscrutable, beyond the grasp of all logic even. Literally impossible to fathom, perhaps. Yes, that's it. So we decided to forget about everyday products and make weapons instead, since the needs for most species are essentially the same in that area, aren't they? They want power, yes, convenience, deluxeness. And Manon weapons have all that and more, okay? So I'm very certain humans will agree to buy so many. But... well, the cultural barrier is pretty high, isn't it? I'm worried that humans might not understand how amazing these weapons really are, maybe. So, this is where the favor part comes in, alright? I want you to try some of the weapons we made here in the field, and then go and tell all the other humans how amazing they are, okay? Word of mouth, right? I'll set you up with one of our latest models to get you started, if that's alright. Take it and go hunt some indigens called Quick Evolos, okay? 7 or so should be enough. Oh, and the more wild and flamboyantly you can fight, the better advertisement it's likely to make. We might even have humans lining up out the door. So yes, alright, Candid Incredible's future is in your hands, you understand? Alright, so they actually did give us a new weapon, even though it didn't like come up with any menus or anything. So, very quickly, let's go in our ground gear and equip that. And right now, I believe Elma and like Elle are the only two characters we have that can use these, but it doesn't matter. As long as one of our characters is using them, it still like sort of counts. So it's the diagonal twins. That's sort of what they look like right there. Pretty cool looking. Kind of do match what Elma's currently wearing, which is pretty cool. But now we're going to go and quick travel out in Primordia and just find the indigents that we need to take out. We've actually seen them before. Didn't really know what they were called, but yeah, I guess they're quick Evilos or something like that. I really don't know how to pronounce like anything in this game, so keep that in mind. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're actually out at nighttime, so I may need to go and change the time. So yeah, I'll go and do that very quickly, and I'll come back here, and hopefully during like the afternoon time, we'll find some of those indigents that we need to hunt. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, we've seen these guys a lot before. They're like the weird turkey looking thing. So really not going to take us too long to kill 7 of these guys. They're only like level 11. So the only like major new thing I really want to talk about is overdrive, but we're probably not going to get a chance to show that off fighting these guys, because in order to activate it, we need to have like 3000 TP, which we were basically empty, and wasting overdrive on these guys probably isn't a good idea, considering they die fairly quickly anyway. So we will have an opportunity later on in this video to show that off, but for now I think I'm just going to kill the remaining like 6 or so of these guys and try and stack my TP. That way later on in the video I can showcase overdrive. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is just finish killing all of these Evilos, and then I'll cut back when I'm done. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, I did have to travel to a different part of Primordia just to find literally the last of those weird turkey things that we had to take out. But now that that is done, we got to travel back to the Manon ship. Now, someone feel free to correct me on this if I'm wrong, but I think the only way to get to the Manon ship is by going to, you know, Blade Tower and using the teleporter. Even though when you're on the Manon ship, like, there are quick travel locations that you can click on, but I'm not entirely sure how to access, like, the Manon ship map from outside of the Manon ship, if that makes any sense. Like, it's really something that can only make sense if you can actually look on the gamepad, you know, when you're playing, and since I have no way of showing that off, kind of hard to explain. But if someone who has this game knows how to like access that map, please let me know. In the meantime, before we talk to this guy very quickly, let's go and pull that gear off of Elma, because he's going to want it back. So yeah, we can just use the equip strongest gear feature, since the weapons that we have are actually better than the ones that he gave us. But you know, whatever, what are you gonna do? Welcome. How did the advertising go? Was the weapon shockingly effective, hopefully? Well, we've already had customers inquiring about it, so why don't you return it to me now? Alright, here you go. While you were out there advertising, we were in here inventing new equipment, so here you go, okay? Much more kick in this one, you see? Very powerful, so please go out there and share it with the world, perhaps. Though I worry that just using it against any old indigent you run across could muddle the message a little bit, couldn't it? What sounds more impressive, defeating one super strong enemy or a whole bunch of regular enemies? Which makes for better advertising then? In my own opinion, I would say, you know, one super strong enemy would be way better. Right, we want an impact, don't we? So taking down an infamous threat will raise your status and make our weapon an overnight sensation at the same time, eh? Which means we'll need to aim as high as possible when picking your target, won't we? Something like a Welkin or Ravis, maybe? Or even 2. Yes, 2 would be better than 1, wouldn't it? 1 has been sighted nearby in Primordia, and its parameters are a good match with those we use in the design process, so it's pretty much perfect. If things go well and the advertising yields results, we can call this model the Auravinator, perhaps. or the Eviscerator. What? I don't even know. Very good, yes. Best of luck in slaying 2 of those monsters with the latest and greatest candid incredible tech, okay? We're in talks with our head office regarding production schedules for mass producing that last weapon, you see. It's located with the arms manufacturer over in the administrative district. Would you mind maybe dropping in and giving a report? Alright, can do. You know what? That's what I'm going to start doing, guys. Like, whenever there's a word that literally is just almost impossible to pronounce correctly, I'm just going to, like, substitute with, like, something else that makes a little more sense. Because, honestly, without, like, the actual word in front of you with that weird, like, thing in dictionaries that show you how to properly pronounce it, your guess is honestly as good as mine, so whatever. Plus, like, the English language is just really weird in general, and the Manon, they talk really abnormally. Like, sort of when you're reading dialogue, your brain sort of, like, expects what words are gonna come next, and the Manon don't really talk like that at all. Like, their dialogue is ridiculously different than, like, normal human speech, which makes sense, obviously, because they're, you know, an alien race, and they might not even speak English. There's some sort of weird translation thing going on that we still don't know the answer to, so who actually knows? But, yeah, it's really difficult to actually read that, if you will. Like, I'm not exactly the greatest at, reading in general, so, yeah, forgive me if I sound a little bit weird when I'm doing, like, dialogue sections between 2 different characters. That being said, the monster that we do need to fight is kind of far away. Like, we don't really have any quick travel points close by, so there's going to be a lot of travel between now and when we can actually fight the thing that we're going to fight. Also, yeah, we're going through, like, high-level indigent territory as well, so we need to be a little bit careful, especially these weird, like, spider guys, because even though they're quite small, they are quite deadly. So, yeah, do not want to pick a fight we know we can't win. Along the way, though, we should encounter a couple, like, different things that we can do with our field actions, which is good because I've sort of been missing and maybe even ignoring a couple of those. And, I don't really want to do that. In fact, I might start, like, going around and collecting those off-screen because they're pretty important. Like, the mechanical ones are really, really important for getting extra, like, data probes and mining probes and stuff like that, because we're gonna need a ton of those come, like, the end of Chapter 6, since that's when we can sort of start the side quest required to get our Skell license and then, like, our first Skell. And, yeah, we're gonna need a lot of probes in order to pull that off, and right now I'm not so sure that we can actually do that. Also, to even start Chapter 6, I'm not sure if I talked about this already or not in this episode, but there are 2 requirements for starting Chapter 6. One of them is to explore 20% of Noctilum, which I think at this point, like, we only have maybe 5% actually explored, so yeah, there's a lot we need to do in Noctilum, and it's not really our fault because everything that we did so far in Noctilum has just, like, taken place in that first, like, 5%. There was no reason to go beyond that and explore more of Noctilum. Plus, there was, like, a world boss sort of blocking the way, and he was pretty huge, very high level, although you can, like, sneak past him if you know what to do. So, not really, like, preventing you from going farther, but just, like, implying that you probably shouldn't go there unless you absolutely have to. On top of that, there is also, like, another affinity mission that we need to complete before we can start the next chapter. So we'll start probably working on that in the next episode. Like, I don't want to spend too much time between the story chapters, but at the same time, some of these side missions, they're pretty short, pretty fun, kind of easy, and some of them do expand the main story as well, so kind of do want to show some of them off. Alright, so essentially where we're trying to go is all the way in the background there, like across that, like, floating stone bridge on, like, the left side of the screen. We want to go over there, and I thought this mountain actually did wrap entirely around, but it doesn't look like it does. No big deal, though, because we can just grab, like, this field action real quick, and I'm pretty sure I can scale, like, the side of this mountain and sort of get up there, which should connect us back to where we want to go. So we'll take a slight detour, you know, do a little bit of mountain climbing here, free climbing, and get to where we need to go. That's one of the things I love about this game. Like, even if you do mess up in sort of like your navigation and don't go the optimal path, chances are there's like 10 different ways you can still get to where you're trying to go to if you just sort of, you know, explore a little bit more, do some jumps, and like, you know, pretty much do the impossible and just like scale a mountain that normally you wouldn't be able to go up, you know, just by looking at it. But you can actually get up there if you mess around with the physics and your jumps, and you'll get to where you need to go, which is pretty awesome. Alright, so now we just have to walk all the way to like almost where that bigger section of island is, and that's where we'll find the 2 monsters that we need to test out these new weapons on. So should be pretty fun. If memory serves me well, they are slightly higher level than us, but they're really not all that tough. Like, they do have some powerful attacks that will take you out very quickly, but they don't use them that often. So like, maybe you'll get chunked down to like 1000 HP, but by the time that happens, you should be able to use like your other arts in combination with soul voices to heal up and take him out before he kills you. Also, he's only level 23. For whatever reason, I thought it was 28, so that's even less of a threat. But 2 of these guys, we gotta take them out. Let's do it. Also, I did save my TP so I can show off Overdrive, and Overdrive is a lot of fun. So very quickly, there's a little bar counting down on the right hand side of that number. That is how much time you have left in Overdrive. The number in the center is sort of like a multiplier. You can do different things with your arts, or you get different bonuses from your arts based on that number that's in the center. So we got 0.6, which means based on what we did, we got like times 6 plus whatever number that art bonus gave us. It's kind of hard to explain. There's a lot of depth to the Overdrive system, and as you guys saw, we only got to use it for like a couple of seconds. But if you're smart about it, you can actually extend your Overdrive time by a lot. So give me a couple episodes to sort of learn the Overdrive system a little bit better, since right now I really only know like the bare minimum basics of the system. But really, like, all you need to know is that Overdrive is amazing, makes you super strong, reduces your cooldowns, and pretty much use it, I guess, whenever you want to, because it's a ton of fun. Also, the power boost is really, really nice. Although, doesn't look like we'll be able to use Overdrive this time around because, well, actually, we might be able to. I don't know. Depends on if we can, like, get out the rest of our TP. If we can, I'll definitely use it again. But this guy's almost dead anyways, and, is he gonna come back up here? Because that's not good at all, actually. Oh, crap. Oh, my gosh. I actually meant to heal you up and not use Overdrive. Well, that's kind of a waste. Alright, he's not coming back up, so I guess I kind of have to go down, like, after him. Otherwise, I'm gonna die here, which is not good. Because, yeah, he can still attack us even though he's, like, a mile away and we can't reach him. And, oh, my gosh, there's water down here. I cannot believe this just happened. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Because there's no way I can attack this guy, and all of my party members are dead, so yeah. I guess I'll just cut back when I'm on top of that little plateau area and fight him again. I cannot believe that of all things happened. I pushed the enemy off the cliff, and as a result, I was unable to attack him. Like, only me. That would only ever happen to me. I swear, the dumbest crap happens to me in this game. Oh, well, also, the fact that I used Overdrive instead of, like, reviving one of my party members was not a smart thing. Like, I totally meant to hit Revive, but I guess I moved off them and hit Overdrive by accident. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? So, yeah, now we'll just take this guy out normally without the use of Overdrive, because I really doubt we're gonna be able to build up our TP in time to take him out, because he's already at, like, half HP. But, yeah, these guys really aren't that bad. I can't believe I thought they were like level 28 or something, which is why I was sort of making a big deal out of like fighting them, but yeah, they're really not as strong as I remember them being, so whatever, not that big of a deal. I mean, Elma is kind of low, but we should be able to finish this guy off before he can take out Elma. There we go, perfect. Alright, so now that that is done, all we gotta do is talk to that guy, except this time not on the Manon ship, but in the administrative district. So let's just quickly use our map to fast travel back to New LA. That way we can finish up this quest. This time we don't need to go back to the Manon ship, thankfully. We need to talk to somebody around. There he is. Took a little while for him to spawn in, but hello, friend. Excellent work, right? I've heard reports on your results in using our latest weapon. Would be so good as to return it to me now, please. Thanks, many thanks. I'm afraid I can't take it while it's still equipped. Forgive me, yes? No offense. Alright, forgot about that. Sorry, dude, my bad. Let me just go and take this off of Elma very quickly. I'll just use the equip strongest gear again because, like I said before, our weapons that we had before talking to the Manon were already more powerful. So that should be good. Excellent work, right? I've heard reports of your results in using our latest weapons. Right. You already said all this jazz, didn't you? Yes, you did. So take your weapons back, dude. I don't need them anymore. You can have them. You're as impressive as I'd heard, and I'm a genius for scouting you to head our field marketing efforts, right? The parts where you pretended to struggle and or bled really added a sense of drama, you know? You're kind of a ham, but the good kind, right? I almost died. Actually, I did die. Overcome the direst of all dire odds with a weapon from Candid Incredible at your side. The ad copy practically writes itself, doesn't it? What? Why yes, this is where you can find the unbeatable new weapon you've heard about. You're quite the savvy customer, right? This model here is the weapon that slew a Welkin whatever in the blink of an eye. Ah, and welcome to you too. Welcome one and all to Candid Incredible's House of Fine Wares, okay? Ride the cutting edge with the most advanced tech in all of space and time, okay? Because when your life could be gone, you better trust Manon. Incredible! I never dreamed this ad campaign would work so well. Or so quickly, right? It's all thanks to you. I'll be sure to come to you straight away if I ever need help again, okay? I hope we can be very good business partners for a long time, alright? Because at Candid Incredible, integrity comes free. Right? It's totally free, like, included. You keep our business booming, we'll make your enemies go boom. It's back scratching all around at your friendly neighborhood Candid Incredible. Come to us for all your needs, from paper napkins to interstellar generation ships. Yes, everything is in stock here at Candid Incredible. Alright, dude, we did it. Their shop is a success and we finally completed up that mission. Hooray! Oh man, there is a lot to do before we can start Chapter 6, but you know what, I think that's a good place to end off this video. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.